Jess.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd and 10.
They go play action with Brissett. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. Fighting through it. He's got space.
Still going.
And down to the 27-yard line.
A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
He'll find Jones again. Complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Brissett again. This will be caught at about the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Johnson from 10 yards out. And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2, and it's great. But from the 15... the risk reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. And you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
From 10 yards out. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Back to throw. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Yep.
They'll set up a throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Brissett. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
And I think they'd be well served.
Yo, Jess, watch my Twitch, bro. YouTube's fucking retarded. Yeah, Twitch is fine. I don't know. I usually get like 2 people on Twitch for whatever. Not yet, but in a second you'll be able to.
Why in a second?
I just gotta switch something over.
Oh, are you gonna get the camera?
Maybe. Maybe, bro, maybe. Nah. I got 1 second, bro. Nah, I haven't really been paying attention to this guy.
In the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit,
looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker, and into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, the defense obviously could not have drawn up a better start to the second half. They're holding on to that slim lead, just looking for a stop. Not only do they get the stop, Charles, they get the pick six.
another example that life comes at you fast, doesn't it? One play ago, they were defending a slim lead coming out of the break. Now they're one more stop away from thinking about a possible put-away drive.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Brissett from the gun on third. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Deion Sanders. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
A dazzling facility located here in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Welcome in, everyone. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt on the call for you for this one. And I'm sure a lot of people in attendance and watching from home, Brock, they've already got the winner made up in their mind. But I'll tell you one thing. We've got a sideline down there ready to dispel that eye test.
Well, all that talk before the game is just that. Talk. You could look at past performance. You could look at metrics. You could spin any numbers you want. But we're about ready to kick this thing off. And from there, it's anybody's game.
This this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First play is to the air. He finds Johnson. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. Second down carry for Jones. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Number sets on 3rd and short. Connects with Johnson. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. They're set now on 1st and 10. That one complete to Higbee. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 2nd and 6 now. Third and long, here's Brissett. Gets this to Johnson. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Offense up to the line fast.
50 Bison. Hit the street.
Going for it on 4th, Brissett. Escapes the pocket. Catches it downfield. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. Great opening drive continues. 1st and 10 at the 33. On the shotgun, Brissett. Throw left side, finds Johnson. They haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Looking quickly here. Brissett with it on 1st. That's Jones working the sideline, complete. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. To the air yet again, Brissett. It's caught right side by Johnson. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
It's Vikings ball as we return for the 2nd, and they've got to be thinking points here. No run here with Jones. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Going the wrong way. It's 2nd and goal now, back at the 12. He brings it in. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find it, give him the ball.
Massive hit near the goal line and keep him out of the end zone. Now Brissett on 4th down. He's on the move. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. And their first drive won't end in points. stopped, and they're going to turn it over on downs. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And this buys him some much-needed breathing room up across the 5. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Second and 6 coming up here. Operating from the gun, Brissett. On the outside. And he'll push this upfield and earn them, and we set it down. Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. Shotgun now for Brissett. Escapes the pocket. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
19 tight, 19 tight. 19 right, Lion.
Pressure coming for Brissett. He puts some juice on a deep throw. Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Vikings take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep. The cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
There's 35 seconds to go in half as they were ready to begin their drive. On first down, it's Brissett. Forced out to his right. Look out, right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Here we go, set.
Receiver in motion, headed right. And that hit stops him in his tracks. Minnesota spends its second time out here. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Assignments were tested, and they were ready for it defensively. That's an excellent stop at the line. And it's going to make this offense seriously question revisiting that call.
They kick the running back in motion. Third down, it's Brissett. Buys time, rolling right. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. The line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Hey, check that, street. Stop, defense. Seven tires. 18 rattle. Come 19.
Here's the snap on fourth. And it falls incomplete. And a surprising fourth down call does not yield at first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
First down from the red zone. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Back to the air, Brissett. Near the goal line. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. Making time for some points going into the break. Here comes the final play of our first half. See them trying the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Well, Brock Martin, a touchback. This kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Blitz coming, Brissett. Looking. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. All right, here we go. Second down. Trying again, following the sack. Chased out to his right. Just hit this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul it a heck of a souvenir.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in the secondary, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
19 tight.
Here he is on third and long. Incomplete. Couldn't make the connection deep downfield.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense, take those shots away.
He's back to throw. Now fourth down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. A surprising fourth down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on down. First and 10. Here's Jones. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Second and 10 now. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Packers see their return stop just a little bit short of their own 30. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sets the need for a splash play and delivers.
They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. First down, and they go right back to it. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. They give it to him again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
They gain 14 on the play. It'll be first down, Packers.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for and you go out and execute.
We're set now on first and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. He gets this down to the 13-yard line. Offense set for a first and 10. Putting the receiver in motion. From the red zone now. This throw is caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stuffed at the 2. So they'll be set up with a first and goal when we come back. The Packers with it. They have the lead late, but this game is close. All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Punches it in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the fourth. That one splits the uprights. And the Packers double their lead to 14. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Able to find Jones. And he'll get it only the 38-yard line before going down. Here's second and 2. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. From the shotgun, Brissett. Throw it deep to the left side. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
And off we go from Denver. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And some room to roam now. Loose inside the 30, inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 64 yards. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Brissett going to move him around here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Julio Jones, 70 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, with that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. To throw, Brissett. This complete to Jones. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Brissett sets to throw it.
This one swung out here to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
To throw is Brissett. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Brissett now. And Jones has it over the middle. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Brissett. Over the middle. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. You're not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Out of his end zone, Brissett. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Cromartie. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Brissett. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Elam on here for the PAT.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter.
Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Brissett. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Throwing, Brissett.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got him. And he lost the football.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. An audible here to get a new look.
Brissett to throw for it on 4th. Looking downfield for Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now.
And it'll be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Caught by Jones. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. Takes it to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Now Brissett. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Brissett going to move him around here. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Brissett. This to Graham on the short pass. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. Back to throw here. He completes it to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. This will go to Henry out wide. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll try and run for it with Henry. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now they'll change things up. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case,
and this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jimmy Graham, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And it looks like the defense has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brissett. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one is right down the middle. And they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the 3rd quarter will start from the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line